In fact, even if producing CO2 is good for the environment, given that we're going to run out of hydrocarbons, we need to find some sustainable means of operating.
Just months ago, it was being celebrated as the next revolution in automotive design, Tesla's most daring and disruptive creation to date. The Cybertruck wasn't just a vehicle, it was a cultural moment. With its angular, bulletproof frame and futuristic aura, Elon Musk promised it would redefine everything we thought we knew about driving. But fast forward to today, and the headlines tell a very different story. Instead of dominating the roads, the Cybertruck is now dominating the recall lists. It's no longer being hailed as the future, it's being quietly pulled back, one embarrassing headline at a time. Sales are nosediving, production is imploding, and insiders are sounding alarms that Tesla's most hyped machine may be teetering on the edge of collapse. This $80,000 0-cent slab of stainless steel, marketed like a superhero's transport and built to survive the apocalypse, is now being recalled faster than Elon's most controversial tweets get ratioed. So, what happened to this bizarre origami-shaped steel beast? How did Tesla's crown jewel become its biggest liability? Let's start with the numbers, because they're brutal. While Elon bragged about over 2 million Cybertruck reservations in its early days, reality hit hard in 2024. By October of that year, Tesla had delivered only around 27,000 units. That's barely a whisper compared to the roar of pre-orders they used to boast about. But then came 2025 and things got even uglier. In Q1 of this year, Cybertruck sales plummeted to just 6,406 units, a staggering 50% drop from the previous quarter. For a vehicle that was marketed as a game changer, the public response has been clear and brutal. They're not buying it, literally. Desperate to stimulate demand, Tesla began offering major price cuts. Owners of the Foundation series, those early adopters who paid a premium for an exclusive version, were suddenly slapped in the face with unexpected discounts. Tesla offered $12,000 0-cents price reductions and even free supercharging packages to new buyers. Imagine paying full price for what was promised to be a limited edition, only to see it treated like a clearance item weeks later. It felt less like exclusivity and more like a clearance bin at a tech store. But price cuts weren't enough. The issue ran deeper, into Tesla's very production lines. Insiders from Gigafactory operations reported drastic staff reductions. Cybertruck assembly teams were slashed, some by more than 50%. Workers who once specialized in Cybertruck production were abruptly reassigned to Model Y lines, starting in January 2025. Worse still, production mysteriously stalled. Balancing production with demand, Tesla claimed in December 2024, as entire lines were paused. Translation? They were making trucks no one was buying, and had no reason to keep building. The most telling red flag? Around Memorial Day weekend, Tesla granted full weeks off to entire Cybertruck and Model Y production teams. Not as a bonus, but because they simply didn't need them. When demand is high, factories go into overdrive. When inventory piles up untouched, workers get sent home. And then came the recall tsunami. In March 2025, Tesla issued a jaw-dropping recall affecting over 46,000 Cybertrucks, nearly every unit delivered to date. The cause? A structural defect in the cant rail assembly, the outer paneling, that could literally detach while driving. Picture shelling out $80,000, 0 cents, only to have your truck start losing pieces at freeway speeds. And that was just one recall. The Cybertruck has now been hit with 8 separate recalls since January 2024. Among the issues, accelerator pedals that jam, inverter malfunctions causing sudden power failure, windshield wiper breakdowns, and even touchscreen display glitches. 6 years in development, endless hype, and this is the result. The Cybertruck, once seen as Tesla's moonshot, now looks more like a meteor crash. And the question everyone's asking, can Tesla pull this steel giant out of freefall?
Another disaster for Elon Musk, as Tesla has reportedly stopped all Cybertruck deliveries because the cars are falling apart.
Or is this the beginning of its end? Financially, Tesla is bleeding badly. The Cybertruck, once a futuristic promise, has become a financial black hole. The company is now sitting on over $200 million 0 cents worth of unused components, specialized adhesives, cold-formed stainless steel, and uniquely engineered parts designed solely for this model. These aren't interchangeable. They can't be thrown into another Tesla vehicle. They were made for the Cybertruck, and now they're collecting dust. The pliers, sensing trouble, have reportedly been instructed to halt shipments. Contracts for critical materials, everything from drive units to door panels, have been quietly frozen. Tesla hasn't officially said it's scaling back, but the silence is telling. Behind closed doors, the Cybertruck project is starting to resemble a failed moon mission. Huge investment, zero payoff. Yet as devastating as these losses are on paper, nothing shook public confidence like what happened in Las Vegas. In January 2025, a Cybertruck parked outside the Trump International Hotel exploded in a fiery blast, killing the driver and injuring 7 others. Initial panic pointed fingers at Tesla. Was it another engineering failure? But soon, authorities clarified. The truck had been loaded with fireworks, not a faulty battery. It wasn't Tesla's fault, and yet, the damage was already done. The image of the burning Cybertruck went viral within minutes. Smoke poured from the steel shell, glass shattered, the iconic angular frame engulfed in flames. It didn't matter that the explosion wasn't Tesla's doing. The symbolism was too strong. The Cybertruck, once a marvel of strength and modernity, was now seen by many as a smoldering metaphor for the chaos surrounding Elon Musk's most ambitious vehicle. And that incident was far from isolated.
All this is the latest setback for Tesla. U.S. regulators are now recalling nearly every Cybertruck on the road. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says more than 46,000 Cybertrucks are included in that recall. The issue is linked to a cosmetic panel that could detach and then cause a road hazard.
In November 2024, tragedy struck Piedmont, California. A Cybertruck veered off a road and exploded upon impact, killing 3 young adults. Just months earlier, in Texas, a similar crash left another driver dead after slamming into a culvert. Authorities haven't formally blamed design flaws, but experts are raising concerns. The truck's ultra-rigid frame, meant to be a fortress, may actually trap energy instead of dispersing it. One investigator chillingly described the Las Vegas blast. The truck didn't release the explosion, it contained it. The question is now unavoidable. Has Tesla built a truck designed to survive a war, but not a highway? Even for those who haven't faced catastrophic accidents, Cybertruck ownership hasn't exactly been a joyride. That famous bulletproof body? It's a magnet for trouble. Every smudge, water spot, or fingerprint is clearly visible. Tiny scratches glow like scars under sunlight. And dents? Prepare to pay. A single damaged panel can cost $12,000, 0 cents or more to replace if you can find a shop equipped to handle it. Most can't. The truck's unique design and materials are incompatible with conventional repair tools. Step inside, and the issues only grow. Tesla's decision to replace nearly every physical button with touchscreen controls has sparked major backlash. Want to turn on the heat? Swipe through menus. Need to adjust mirrors while merging? Tap your way through digital layers while going 70 miles an hour. European regulators have already raised concerns, calling the design a dangerous distraction rather than futuristic genius. Owners report recurring bugs. Bluetooth connectivity drops, fingerprint sensors lock out drivers, and some can't even access their trucks unless they wipe the sensor with a damp cloth first. I paid $100,000, 0 cents for a prototype still being debugged in real time, one owner vented. And it's hard to argue with that. So how is Tesla responding? With desperation. The company has aggressively slashed lease prices, dumped inventory at markdown rates, and tried rebranding the Cybertruck as a rugged blue-collar pickup for everyday Americans. Analysts like TD Cowen's Itay McKelly believe Tesla is targeting red state buyers, rural customers who might overlook the vehicle's flaws in favor of patriotism or novelty. But even brand loyalty has its limits, because at the end of the day, no matter how deep the discounts or how clever the marketing, people want something that works. And right now, the Cybertruck just... In true Elon Musk fashion, Tesla is still confidently claiming it will produce 250,000 Cybertrucks annually by the end of 2025. But let's pause for a moment and face reality. Right now, they're managing just around 1,300 units per week, and that number is dropping. To hit their target, they'd have to more than triple production in under a year. That's not just ambitious, it borders on science fiction. It's like saying Elon will step away from social media to personally inspect every truck for quality issues. Come on. Officially, Tesla hasn't canceled the Cybertruck. Their website still encourages you to design and order one, complete with futuristic renderings and dreamy promises. but the cracks in the armor are impossible to ignore. Mass worker reassignments, repeated recalls, gutted assembly teams, parking lots filling with unsold inventory. The writing isn't just on the wall, it's etched into cold stainless steel. Now, whispers from within the industry suggest something big is coming. A total Cybertruck redesign, quietly scheduled for late 2025. That alone is telling. It's Tesla's unspoken confession that the current model may be beyond repair. After years of overhyped reveals, half-ready hardware, and trucks literally losing parts at highway speed, who still believes? Is this the spectacular crash and burn of Elon Musk's most hyped vehicle? Or just another unpredictable twist in his chaotic journey toward innovation? That's the question only time and the market will answer. But now, it's your turn. Would you still put $80,000, 0 cents into a Cybertruck after everything we've uncovered? Would you gamble on a vehicle that's made more headlines for recalls than revolutions? Or would you walk away and watch the fallout from a safe distance? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this conversation isn't over. Smash that like button if you believe Tesla needs to get back to reality. And hit subscribe because this story is far from finished. The next chapter in the Cybertruck saga could be the most shocking yet, and you won't want to miss what happens next.